Cami here. And what I want to do is I want to talk about herbal oils with you. And I want to talk about three herbal infused oils that will change your apothecary forever, will change the effectiveness of your apothecary forever. And these are three herbal oils that play a central role in my personal apothecary, in my students' apothecaries, in my clinical practice that I've had since 1991. And there are three underused herbs. I mean, so like a lot of people are making calendula oil, and St. John's wort oil is just getting a lot of fanfare right now, which is so awesome to see so many people making calendula and St. John's wort oil. It's just feels like a new day. Or it feels to me like herbal oils are finally kind of really making it into what that we know that we really need to be paying attention to them as a main part of our apothecary, like elderberry syrup, like turmeric milk or whatever, So these are three underused herbal oils that play a central role. And so I'm just going to do some show and tell with you. Okay. Are you ready? Are you into it? Okay. So there's three of them. And the first one is, again, it's one that isn't really that talked about that much. And so again, we're not talking about essential oils. Okay. We're talking about herbal infused oils that you make in your own kitchen. The first oil that I want to share with you is, this is hops oil. Humulus lupulus. This is hops. And we make the oil with the strobiles, the flowering strobiles. And this oil, it's really, again, it's not a lot of people talk about it, but it is an amazing oil for, oh my gosh, for tight spasming muscles, leg muscle cramps, like when you have a leg muscle tighten up on you and you just can't like that kind of thing. But specifically, this is my go-to oil for menstrual cramps. So if you know somebody that deals with, bad menstrual cramps or, low backache, bellyache cramps, what you do is you put this on and you put a warm covering over the top, like a heating pad. You put the oil on your low belly or your low back, and then you just let it go to work. This is not the kind of oil that you put on and then go out. This oil brings you down. It like calms you down. It loosens up your muscles. It's very relaxing. It can put you to sleep. And you use it when you're like, wow, I'm having really bad cramps. I need to take it easy, right? I need to slow down and just whew. And so you put it on, you put that heating pad on, and you lay down and you let it work and you let it relax your muscles. And the thing is that muscles cramp when they're tight, right? And once you start to relax the muscles, then the pain starts to dissipate, right? So hops oil, amazing, okay? Hops. All right, the second one is ginger, okay? Ginger infused. Again, we're not talking about essential oils, okay? We're talking about herbal infused oils that you make in your kitchen. So I carry my ginger oil in these little spray pump bottles. Can you see that? And I give these away. This oil is incredible. So this oil is it's anti-inflammatory, it's rubefacient, it brings circulation. So ginger, it's incredible for for anybody that has any kind of pain or stiffness in the joints. Like some people, they wake up in the morning and the joints don't quite, get going quick enough. Achiness, stiffness, just inflammation, pain, especially joint pain. So that's why I give it in these little spray bottles. You can just put it right on whatever joint you're, having trouble with. If you work on the computer a lot and your wrists are getting yanked, right? You can do this and just rub it into your joints. And it's amazing. The ginger oil is incredible. It warms up the area, brings in circulation, and the body starts to get back into that area and get it moving. Okay. So we've talked about hops oil. Look at that. You can't buy hops oil. Like nobody's really selling it. And this is high quality oil. And then the second oil that I've talked about is really good ginger oil. for your joints. And the third oil, so I'm talking today about 3 herbal infused oils that change the effectiveness of your home apothecary forever. So the third oil is comfrey oil. And your comfrey oil, it's black. It literally is like it's black, and it should be black. And it's a dark comfrey oil. Let's talk about comfrey oil. So comfrey oil is incredible. And comfrey oil, I see way too many pictures of people making plant with fresh comfrey oil. Do not make your comfrey oil with fresh plant. Just don't, okay? Just trust me. Again, I've been making oils for 34 years. I started when hardly anybody was teaching. I made every mistake in the book, including a lot of moldy comfrey oil. So, and so the contraindication of comfreys, you don't use it on deep wounds or puncture wounds or anything that's deep, because it heals up the skin so quickly. Okay. So you can use the comfrey oil on very superficial scrapes and scratches if the skin is open, but not anything that's any deeper than that. So that is the contraindication for comfrey. But you use comfrey for any story where it's like, I fell off is in the story. So I have hundreds of comfrey success stories, like somebody I knew that fell off a tractor, somebody that fell, it's not for when things are broke, when the skin is broken through and bones are sticking out, things like that. No, but what the comfrey does is it speeds up the regeneration of damaged tissue. So anytime where there's bruises or contusions or sprains or strains, pain, inflammation, swelling, joint swelling, what it does is it's regenerative to the connective tissue, and it's the connective tissue is the tissue that's in the tendons and the ligaments, okay, that help deliver blood to all the tissues. So if you can regenerate the connective tissue, then it helps the body to heal itself. Okay. So the thing is, the comfrey, like if you sprain your ankle. So I have a student that just recently sent me a testimonial. She, her 1,560-pound horse stepped on her. And this testimonial is actually over on my YouTube channel. She said her horse danced on her ankle, her 1,500-pound horse. She used the comfrey oil. She still had the injury, but the comfrey oil brought her pain from an 8 down to 2 and reduced the inflammation so that the body could start healing quickly. And this is what I have seen hundreds of times is comfrey. You're in pain, it's throbbing, it hurts. It's like you fell down or you strained or you sprained. But then you apply the comfrey oil lavishly. That's why it's really important to make it yourself, because you have to have a lot. If you really do injure yourself, you need a lot of oil. And you basically just soak that injury in the oil for a couple hours, and the pain and everything reduces, okay? Oh my gosh. One time I was at a ancestral skills camp with my son, and I was walking through the field, and I was weaving a basket while I was walking. You're not supposed to do that. And I stepped in a gopher hole, and one minute I was smiling and everything was beautiful. And then the next minute I was on my back screaming at the top of my lungs because I went deep into the hole and just my ankle just went. It was not just a sprain. It was like, wow. And it was so painful. Oh my gosh. That night we were way in the bush, and it was the end of the day, and we couldn't get out. It was too late to get out. We were too far in. And so I laid that night, and if the sheet touched my toe, it sent rippling pain up through my whole body. My foot could not touch anything. It was, oh my gosh. So the next morning I got out, and I was in so much pain. It was unbelievable how much pain I was in. And so I got home, I walked in the door, and I immediately got my mix of comfrey and St. John's wort. I put it into a foot basin. I put like a quart in a foot basin, and I started soaking my foot in there, and the pain within an hour just almost went completely away. The inflammation went from a 10 to like a 3. It was incredible, and so I just can't tell you how amazing your comfrey oil is. Okay. So that's pretty much, those are the 3 oils I wanted to share with you. And let's see if you have any questions. So we talked about comfrey, ginger, and hops. And so again, these are oils that aren't so much as popular, and they really are. They really, really help you, and they're inexpensive to make. You can make them in your own kitchen. Once you get kind of the frameworks for how to do it,